At the end of the year, they beat teams like Arkansas, Illinois. They came from behind 10 down, and Illinois missed 5 one-on-ones. They beat Kentucky with the great backcourt of Chapman and Daviner, and then they lost to the Sooners of Oklahoma. And I know Tubbs had to like that when he's always screaming, on the Big East, baby. Bring them on. This is called filler material, Tim.
Sure is. Out of bounds. And we'll continue to fill when we come back. Boeheim by bundle.
What number is Dave Bartleson? Dave Bartleson. What number does he wear?
21.
Hey, is there any way you can get a kid on a bench wearing number 21 for Syracuse?
Hey,
he's dying to have his name mentioned on TV.
Hey, Bartelstein. He's number 21. I'll tell you who he is. He's in the huddle on the far right. He's got a towel wrapped around his... Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's him right behind Douglas. That's him right behind Douglas.
Yeah, right there. Zero in on him. He just gave me a note. I think it's all walk-on team. He's not
all walk-on team.
He's on the walk-on. Give me some PR.
Stand by.
What's a...
The Big East was still in its infancy. In 1981, year 3, one of the most memorable games ever played. The Big East title game of 1981 at the Carrier Dome. Syracuse, led by Danny Shays, Eric Sandifer, and Leo Routens, in a difficult test against Rolly Massimino's Wildcats. Late in the game with the score tied at 78 in triple overtime, Leo Routens tipped in the winning hoop, and Syracuse went on to the Big East title 83-80. It's been much easier this year, and there's little David Bartelstein, and he has a little note for you and an idea, a programming idea.
He said, please, Coach Vitale, pick your all walk-on team. I want to get some PR. David, we're going to pick you there. He picked the team. Dennis Tracy of LSU, Mark Koenig from Michigan, from Maryland, and Joe Rabimus. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Rabimus.
Seton Hall.
Out of Seton Hall.
That was picked by David. He picked the all walk-on
And
team.
his captain was Tracy, and he watched the Georgetown LSU game, and Tracy had a big day, you'll recall, against the Mighty Hoyas, and there's the response for Hareed. A great game off the bench for number 33. Stevie Thompson now at the line as we get back to business here at the Carrier Dome. 3:26 to play.
Remember, our first key that we had about Syracuse winning today, Tim, was that this kid here had to be productive. He was 0 for 7. He had 2 points in the first meeting. He came out immediately and established immediately that he was going to be involved offensively with the first 2 baskets.
Oh, and that message in his Walkman has paid off. He just hit 2 free throws. 82-52, the Cuse. Woodard from deep. Rogers with a rebound for Syracuse. Eric Rogers in the game. Behind the back to Manning.
You don't want to humiliate people.
Oh, and they're rubbing Villanova's face in it now. Up by 32. Back to Syracuse. And here comes Bartelstein.
David! Come on, DB! Look at my little guy. Take the rock, DB. Come on, baby. Look at DB, a little shake and bake. Come on. I want to see him score.
Knocked away by Muller. Number of walk-ons in the game now, and here come a few for Villanova.
Hey, David gave me a real rundown yesterday on all the teams in America. The kid is a basketball addict. He's unbelievable.
Chris Massotti in the game, Greg Downs, Rob Tribuani, and many, many others.
I like those names. All those AEIOUs coming in from Massimino.
Rogers looking down low. Friend bodying up on Manning baseline.
Manning's got some real good defensive tools, Tim. He's got excellent touch. He just stronger physically.
Maybe quicker, too. Don't you think he's not quite in step with the Syracuse offense at this point?
Well, because of the great athletes and the ultra quickness many of them possess, he's more or less a half-court player.
Massotti at the point, and that's Muller. Rogers clears it for Syracuse, and DB Bartelstein takes it in.
Get in there for David. BB says Sherman. He looked over. I wonder if Sherman liked that little move I made.
Little Greg Downs looking outside to Muller. Depth chart workout time for Tim Brando. We're using all the names on the rosters tonight. 152 and counting. Inside pass to Friend. And he's fouled. Seac was in the neighborhood. 144 to play. Dick, it's been a nice couple of weeks I've spent on the road with you. I know you're going home tomorrow, and your lovely daughter Sherry, a great tennis player, feeling a little ill right now, wants to go to the Davis Cup. I know you're looking forward to taking her there to see Andre Agassi, among others.
I hope she feels all right tomorrow. Sherry, take care of yourself. Daddy coming home tomorrow. We're going to the Davis Cup. See Andre Agassi and Michael Chang do their thing for the United States.
Shandu Carey is coming to the game, number 10 for Syracuse out of Schenectady, New York, as Coleman looks on after a stellar performance tonight.
He lays back as cocky as can be. I've never been to the Davis Cup, but Nick Bollettieri told me it's an exciting time. Bollettieri reminds me a lot of Rolly Massimino. Great motivators.
Davis Cup action seen on ESPN.
Is that going to be on ESPN?
Yeah, they spent a lot of time.
Fantastic. David's already 0 for 2.
That's Muller finding Tribuani in among a lot of towers. Friend really wants it inside, but Downs hasn't been able to find him. And finally does. Friend can't come up with it.
Come on, David. Come on, David. Go down.
Bartlestein. Rogers follows.
I'll tell you one thing, David, is he's not afraid to shoot the rock. He's 0 for 3 already.
Has that knee wrapped up, he's earned his stripes here at Syracuse.
Don't feel bad, David. A lot of baseball players go 0 for 3.
And a foul inside again. Scott picking it up.
I got a kick out of Massimino's comment yesterday. He said, as we look at the storyline here, go ahead, Tim, you're the pro. Take this.
Storyline, Syracuse, Villanova 30% from the floor, West with just 4, playing with the flu. Fast break points have been coming in a hurry and led the way with the way led, I should say, well, I messed up the storyline. The way led by Sherman Douglas. You know, and the alley-oop salute tonight.
I got really a big kick out of that comment by Massimino. He said, Boeheim's telling you that we have all these All-Americans. He said, we got Burger Kings, and he got McDonald's All-Americans.
Shandu can do. Inside to Scott, and he's fouled.
Scott caused quite a havoc last year. They thought they had him in a Connecticut uniform. And then all of a sudden he ended up at Syracuse. And Jimmy Calhoun wasn't happy.
6'8", 205-pound freshman out of Rochester, New York. This is a youngster that has good outside shooting touch. They'll expect some perimeter points from the 6'8" star in the next year or two. And don't forget, it's Missouri and Kansas on the way from Lawrence in the Big 8. And the Tigers are getting much more consideration now as a premier team.
Nobody wants to be number 1. It's the year that nobody wants that ranking.
Outside, Miller. And brings it in for Syracuse. Carey. And he's fouled by Tribuani. Walking violation. Tribuani got inside there and hit him, but it didn't count.
You know, if they lose Derek Coleman and Sherman Douglas next year, they could be in the middle of the pack in the Big East. And these people here would not really handle that very well.
Tim Muller connects with his first hoop.
He's from out of New Jersey, out of Pascack Hills, New Jersey. I used to live in Bergen County, New Jersey. I know where that is.
Scott from outside. Rogers at the buzzer. They'll count it.
Eric Rogers gets the deuce with the tip in. As a look at the little guy, Sherman, who made him go. Herman, get out of the way. You're not the star. Sherman is. Get out of the way. He knows the camera's on Sherman, so he's trying to keep up with him. He's I'm going to go where you go, Sherman.
13 points and 9 assists for the General. The final 90-57 for Dick Vitale. Tim Brando from the Carrier Dome saying so long. Let's get back to Saunders, John.